Let's talk about finding dilations. So a dilation is a transformation. So we're changing a figure, and the figure and its image are similar, and they are going to be related by what we call a scale factor. And the scale factor is a ratio of the lengths of the image to the original. Okay? So if we have this problem right here, it says find the image of triangle ABC after a dilation with center A and a scale factor of 1/2. All right, so if we look at this triangle, A is going to be our center, means we're going to start there. And if the scale factor is 1/2, we're going to be cutting everything in 1/2, cutting it by half or dividing it by 2, whatever makes more sense to you. Since line AB is 12 long, from A prime to B prime, it's only going to be 6 long. And I'm going to do it right here on the same triangle. So I'm going to put my B prime right there, halfway through. Okay? A, this is also A prime, because they're in the same spot since A is the center. From line AC, right now it's 16 long. I need to cut it in half and make it only 8 long. So I'm going to put point C prime right there. And then I'm going to connect the 3 together. And so you're going to need 2 colors here. So grab some colored pencils. And to dilate triangle ABC by 1/2, and if the center is A, you start at A, and the 2 lines that are touching A, you cut in half. And then from there, you can connect this one down. Okay? And we would know what the numbers of these are, because if it's 12 and I cut it in half, this length is 6. If this is 16 and I cut it in half, this length is 8. And if this is 8 and I cut it in half, this length would be 4. So that's one way. It might give you these side lengths, and you would multiply the side lengths to move it, because I could have also figured it out by saying if AC equals 16, if I multiply that by 1/2, that would be 8. And that's line A prime, C prime. Okay? If line AB is 12, I can multiply that by 1/2, which would be 6, which is what A prime, B prime is. And if line BC is 8, I can multiply that by 1/2 and get 4, which is what line C prime, B prime is. Okay. Another way is it might already be on a coordinate plane, so I hand drew my coordinate plane, but you might want to just take a moment to tape one into your notes so it can be nice and neat, so pause the video if you need to. But we're going to just go through and do this one together, because this is just another way to do the same thing. Find the image of triangle DEF with these vertices. D is at -2, 2, E is at 1, -1, and F is at -2, -1. And so I've gone ahead and graphed that on my coordinate plane. So you can pause the video and do that, and then restart it, and we'll go on together. Okay, so now that you have your triangle, we are going to dilate it with center D and a scale factor of 2. So we're going to be doubling everything. That's what a scale factor of 2 means. It means you're doubling it. Okay? So I'm going to start here because D is my center, so this is also D prime, okay, because it says that the center is at D. And if I look from line D to line F, or sorry, point D to point F, it is 1, 2, 3, 4 long, 4 units long. So to double that, I'm going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, it's only 3. I miscounted. And then 1, 2, 3 down, and so my F prime is going to be right here. So from D prime to F prime, it's going to be 6 long. Now from this one, because line DE is diagonal, you can't count how many units that is, not easily anyway. So instead, I am going to go and double from F to E, because that I can count since it's a straight line. From F to E, it is 1, 2, it is 3 lines. So I'm going to make my E prime 6 lines away from my F prime. Okay, 6 units away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's going to go here, but it has to come down and be at the same spot as the F. And that's my E prime. And so that's my figure dilated by 2 with a center of D. I realize this is a new way of thinking for you, so if you just watched this and you really don't get it, take a minute to come over and sit with me and we will go over it together and I will explain it to you with a couple more examples.